Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Overall, not too bad of a Saturday. We expected clouds to increase through the day. That is what happened, but it happened a few hours later than anticipated. That allowed for a pretty nice Saturday afternoon with temperatures warming up close to normal, still a little bit below the average. We should still be in the upper 40s for this time of the year. We'll have average temperatures, if not a day above normal next week, but overall, a pretty up and down roller coaster trend with our temperatures, all culminating with the coldest air of the season, likely by this time next week. We'll touch on that here in a moment, but a quiet December night on the Owensboro Riverfront. This is our Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction Tower camera. Of course, we're coming on pretty late here on this Saturday night, so not a lot of activity downtown to speak of in Owensboro. Here's how the day unfolded. Much like what we're seeing right now, we had a little fog last night and this morning across the Evansville metro area. This is a time lapse of a pretty much clear skies through the first half of the day, then a few clouds by the afternoon. Then we quickly transitioned to mostly cloudy skies yet again after sunset this evening. We're sitting at 36 degrees at the bottom of the 11 o'clock hour with a dew point of 33. So again, those air temperature dew point values getting close to one another. That's why we're seeing some patchy fog, and we're going to possibly see some areas of mist and drizzle by the time you wake up here in a few hours on this Sunday morning. We have those temperatures holding fairly steady. We haven't moved a whole lot this evening into the night. Still holding on to 36 for not just Evansville, but Henderson up to Princeton and over to Santa Claus and Jasper as well. 37 degrees, one of the popular numbers across western Kentucky. And again, a pair of 36s across the Wabash in Flora and Fairfield as well. And visibility, again, nothing overly dense across the tri-state, but we are looking at those values anywhere from 5 to 7.5 miles area-wide. So again, some reduced visibility possible, but it's really going to be the mist and drizzle, maybe an occasional sprinkle. And we can see some of those on Doppler radar just west-northwest of the tri-state. Some rain showers as you approach the St. Louis metro, north of US 50, and even far northwestern Clay County, Illinois. We're seeing some rain, maybe some flurries on radar. Now, we've got the sensitivity turned up a little bit, so it may not be reaching the ground. Same story for our storm tracker here. A lot of that you see is not reaching the surface, but this system will be moving through. It is eventually going to cool us down for Monday, bringing with it that cool front, but we could see a few spotty showers, really mist and drizzle tomorrow. And then as the cold front moves through tomorrow night, we'll likely see a transition to some snow flurries. Now, Future Tracker at one point was showing a pretty decent area of some snow flurries, if not snow showers. Not expecting any impacts, not expecting any accumulations across the tri-state for the Monday morning commute, but we'll keep an eye on things to see how they play out. But tomorrow it's going to be one of those dreary gray days like what we had earlier this week. The only difference, thankfully, will be temperatures won't be nearly as cold as we were earlier this week. But here we go through the afternoon. You can see some spotty rain showers. Here comes some spotty snow flurries. I think there could be some snow showers east of the tri-state, closer to Louisville, maybe over to Lexington as well. Otherwise, just some flurries to wake up to first thing Monday morning. They'll dissipate, and then we'll start to see the clouds give way to sun for the latter half of the afternoon, but a much cooler day on Monday with highs in the mid-30s, and we're back up to near average on Tuesday, mid to upper 40s, and I think we have a decent chance to hit 50 degrees on Wednesday before the bottom falls out by next weekend. But overnight tonight, temperatures holding pretty steady, low to mid-30s, and then low 40s, not quite as warm as today, but a pretty decent day temperature-wise, but we'll have that mist and drizzle on the way. We have a system to watch on Thursday that could be a wintry mix of rain and snow for part of the tri-state. Maybe some impacts, but again, temperatures are going to be on that fringe where we'll see rain and snow showers. But look behind that. Cold alert for temperatures below freezing on Friday. The coldest air of the season with an Arctic blast coming our way for the weekend. A high in the 20s, and lows could very well dip into the single digits.